Checkmate. Are you counting how many squares there are?
Yeah. Pawn to F3 or to H3.
I hate that.
I was playing the
like when they
doing
say,
the learning and they're like, move it to this space, and I was like,
You
Huh?
mean forward 2?
yeah, I was like, huh?
Or diagonal 3?
Yeah, I was so confused. I still have it. Yeah, so Farsh and I played a mock game, and he checkmated me in 3 moves. So that sums up my chess journey so
You're
far.
growing in the chess realm.
I'm learning. I haven't applied yet. I'm still in the studying phase. I haven't applied my talents yet.
That's fair. Well, we were going through emotions. Like, what would you do in this situation? Because you know how to move the pieces.
Yeah, it was a scrimmage. It was a walkthrough. Remember we used to do walkthroughs.
A walkthrough friendly.
Yeah, it was. Remember we used to do walkthroughs in practice for like a formation.
Yeah,
we were doing formations, and I got counterattacked very easally.
Like if this happened. Also, shout Evan, if you're listening, your sneaky trick worked real
Evan.
Quick.
Shout out to Evan. He's grown masterfully after getting checkmated in the castle.
Oh,
special move.
Sad times, the special move. He's what do I want to say? He's disgust / connected with his sensei, Doob, and
Sensei Doob.
And he has reinvigorated his chess game, as you could say, after he actually took a loss during the week to newcomer Sal.
Really? Sal beat him?
I thought he did. I could be wrong. I thought he did.
Big if true.
I think that was stated in the chat earlier.
Big if true.
But I don't know.
Chess has become the new wave for our group chat.
Chess is the new wave. If you ain't chessing, get out.
I know, it's been big.
Chess club is coming.
Chess club is coming. I'm gonna join chess club.
We should meet like on like Sundays.
Yes.
Like
Play
Sunday chess.
Sunday
chess in the park, guys.
I'm so down for that. Or even like just on pod day, just come unnecessarily early.
Yeah, and just play chess.
I mean, you work, so we'd have to pod on Sundays, so I could just come in the morning and play chess. But
it would depend on how the Saturday goes.
Yeah.
Like if we're like, hey, you guys just come right when I get off, but like we won't start till filming till like almost like 2:30.
Yeah, that's
then we could just enjoy some chess.
I'm here for that. I need to order the crown.
Oh,
I also need to order the flags for flag football. I'm gonna buy that. Remind me to do that. I need to do that.
I forgot about that.
Because for the Amazon, it says it'll come in like 2 or 3 days if I order it. So
it'll save some bodies.
It'll save some arguments because there's been a lot of questionable calls here. So
that's all right.
It'll be better that way. But roll it. Just do it. Just do it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wet Lily Podcast, where the pods never dry.
TM that song.
Ooh.
We need to work on the jingle, but we'll TM.
Trademark. We should make a song. That'd be so fun. I wish I knew how to do more in like GarageBand and stuff like that.
Oh, I've got an idea I got an idea. Okay. Cut this. Real quick. I got an idea for the vlog. Have you seen those TikToks of people where they do the karaoke, but they don't know what song's coming on? And the lyrics come up behind them and they have to sing. They have to do the karaoke.
Oh.
I'll show you a TikTok of it because Rachel just sent me one.
I don't know if we'd get copyrighted.
It's so funny, though. I'll show it to you. We can try to figure it out. Okay.
Action. He's going to copyright that song.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to make a lot of money off that one. I'm going to be like Mariah Carey on Christmas.
Oh, that'd be nuts. She rakes in $1.2 million every Christmas season. How do you do it?
On top of like what she probably already still makes.
Oh, yeah,
people
a couple
listening to
hundred
her
million.
regular music.
She probably makes a couple $100 million a year. It's ridiculous, man.
It's like, it's funny because like, yeah, the Christmas period, like she'll make the 1.2, whatever it is, million. So like she could literally do nothing the entire year. Actually, she could never do anything ever again and just like wait for her check to come in every Christmas.
Yeah, but people just got to make more money.
I mean, fair play to them. Like, they're an artist. They still got to do stuff. But, like,
She should just have it go to like a foundation.
yeah.
Like when you guys catch my check, send it to like a Christmas shelter or something.
She should
You know?
send it to Eminem. Why are you so obsessed with me?
Eminem's the guy.
Yeah, he is.
But a pod that's never dry. Today, it's
down
only
one.
2 guys.
We had a lot going on. Nick paid to watch some abysmal basketball at LCA today, and spoiler alert, but our planned guest was under the weather. Not going to reveal who it was, but they will be here next week.
Yes,
So
yes. Guests have been
we're going to have a full house next
an
week.
intangible.
Yeah, guests have been hard to come by. I'm sure people are screaming into the camera, "Get me on!"
Yeah,
But
because I know many of you want to be back on. I have talked to many of you, and you want to come back.
we're just too popular. You know?
We're just trying to get the list settled, you know? Got to get some on that need to be on, that deserve to be on, because they haven't been, actually.
This is true.
Some new peeps.
Yeah, we're
coming
trying to
on.
get new people on first before repeat offenders. But.
Yeah, repeat offenders. Repeat offenders are getting aggressive, though, because they're banging down the doors to get back in here. And violence I will not have, I say.
So, yeah, we had big plans today, and they fell through, but it's fine.
It's okay.
They weren't even big plans. We just needed a full house, and now we have half a house. We're still here.
You know what? Even if we don't have a full house, we can still have a royal flush of a time.
Oh, that was clever. I don't know. I don't get poker.
I love poker.
That's another thing I can't play. is
Poker night, poker nights, and chess club Sundays.
I would honestly prefer to play chess over poker.
Poker's fun. It's just long.
Yeah.
I feel like poker's a little more fun, but it's longer. But chess is a little more intricate. And you can like kind of enjoy it because like the game can go faster. Like it can be a bit, but
Yeah.
like
Speed run chess is easier.
Speed
than
chess,
speed running.
dude.
Yeah, speed chess is easier than probably speed running poker.
just get a timer.
Yeah, it's like a 30-second timer.
You know how like on the side of this like not my hand.
It's like, what are we doing?
Just referencing like the existence of something.
Yeah.
I always have to like time out how we film and everything.
Yeah.
I thought about getting a clock, like a digital clock on the wall, and just be like hit the timer so everybody knows when it's about to go down.
That's actually pretty funny.
Right?
We should.
I know. I'm thinking about getting it.
Nah, we don't really need that.
No, honestly, I'm just going for the heck of it.
Dude, you know what? I just said this yesterday.
Instead of me just being like,
These like
yeah, that's very interesting. Like I'm trying to like,
right?
cut it.
Oh, each segment. We could
Yeah.
time out each segment.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That would be more useful. See, I just said this the other day, or actually it was yesterday, that like not in the theme of like a pointless purchase, but I wanted to go to Target to get a big whiteboard, like a big dry erase whiteboard. Don't know what I'd use it for, but I just really want one. And I don't know why.
I bought another one.
You have one?
I now have 4, so just in case. We always
Oh,
had
okay,
3.
the
Now
small
I have
one. Yeah,
4.
yeah,
I was at
okay,
the dollar store. You got to
We
spend at
need
least.
to bring back the whiteboard games.
Oh yeah, we only had $1. You gotta spend at least $5 to not have to be able to use cards. So I'm just picking up stuff. That's how I got that weird game over there.
Yeah. We
I
need
just
to bring
pick it-
back the whiteboards. That was fun. Playing
whiteboard games
trivia
were heated.
was fun. It was fun.
And they got mad though.
I know. No, but we need to bring it back. We need to watch some of the older ones and like see what games we've done.
That's true. And think about what games we're gonna load after all we went through, because sometimes guest games are fun.
They are.
Playing games with a guest is fun.
That's why it's fun.
And you know we can only play Red Flag so many times.
You're right. I just bought Codenames at the store the other day.
Yeah,
so-
Codenames. If you haven't played that game, get it and play it.
Codenames
It's
is
really
good.
fun.
It's
It's
really
really it can really make you think.
Yeah, it is.
If you don't give a crap about playing a game, then don't play it.
We need to.
But
Oh, I got it for our next guest because we'll have 4. We can play Think and Sync. I'll bring Think and Sync.
okay.
Have you played? You've played it.
Have we?
Yeah, we played it at my house for my birthday. Remember, it's like you have to say the same answer at the same time.
Oh yeah, that was so funny.
It's a good game. I brought it to a game night at Giuseppe's, and everyone loved it. He had to borrow it from me for a Super Bowl party. It's such a good game.
We'll probably do then like you two and then me and Nick.
Yeah, we could mix up teams and make it interesting.
Oh,
Because if
that's
you
true.
don't know,
Oh,
you
we're
don't
not
know your
gonna
partner
know.
that like we did it. We mixed up teams at his house, so like he had some friends over that I didn't know very well. So like everyone was just random partner, and that's when it's fun because like you don't know what they're gonna say, but you really got to
Makes it
try.
more difficult.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll transition.
What do you got for me?
I think you're doing great things right now.
Me?
You're doing
Are you
great
gonna hype
things.
me up right now?
Yeah.
Oh
Take
my
a moment of time to
God.
hype Ange up. He's doing great in life. He's really thriving. He's becoming such a better person each and every day. Sound mind and body. He is just killing it. He's making the right moves. He's doing the right things. And even when he has his ups and downs, I've seen him be a lot more positive than he usually is in recent times. So big round of applause and shout out to Ange.
Thank
Love
you.
this
That
man.
actually means a lot because I feel like I have grown a lot.
I think you
very
absolutely have.
recently,
So in the past year, since in a statement of like when we started going to the gym together every most days of the week last year, and it's been over a year now.
I think that's the biggest thing I have to correct myself on is like I still want to go to the gym, but like
I know inside you really don't want to, especially after you work a lot long. You work longer
that's
than
just
I
the
do.
thing. Like I'm not going to say that you don't work long hours. 'Cause
No,
you do, and
you
you work
work-
Saturdays. But like I'm coming home at 7 after working with the kids all day. I'm like,
And you're
I
starting
don't
at 7,
want
aren't
to.
you?
No, I start
Almost?
at 9:30.
Oh.
I get up at like 8.
Oh, I think you got
7:38.
way earlier than that.
No.
Oh.
I mean, for me, that's early. I'm a
Oh.
notorious sleep
That's
in.
true. Because I leave the house at 8.
Yeah. But like, no. So I'm not going to like discredit your hours either. But like me coming home after working with these children for all day is so hard.
It's tough to when it's like it's such a different world of work going in a little later and working later.
Yes.
Like if you worked like 2 hours earlier in difference,
Yeah.
you'd have a kind of a different.
Absolutely.
You'd be like, oh, I still because you're still not like a huge morning person, but
No.
you'd have a better flow of things.
Yeah, if I worked like I guess a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 5 every day or 8 to 4, whatever it was, it would be better because I could get home, eat dinner, and then like go to the gym semi earlier.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean like going to the gym at 7:45 still isn't like that bad, but like I don't know, I just like to have my downtime
Yeah, I
after
know.
doing it. So like that is the one thing I will say that I still need to correct myself on is having more motivation to actually do the gym correctly or like fitness correctly in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, with everything else, I think that I definitely do have my stuff in order, or at least trying to. I'm making a lot of moves at work and school. So I appreciate that. That was big. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was really nice.
That's what friends are for, man.
That was really nice.
I've been on a it's been a spiritual week for me.
You know what? I appreciate that. In the spirit of Lent as well.
It has begun.
It has begun. And this is another thing. I still don't know what I want to give up. I've refrained from like doing the things that I haven't been doing. Like I always give up, notoriously, I always give up pop and candy because that's easy.
I
could
could
drink
give
pop
you a
and candy.
challenge.
So you should. Yeah, you should.
I don't think you can handle it.
I could do it.
No.
Absolutely. I know what you're going to say, and I will do it.
What do you think it is?
We'll talk about it later. I know what you're going to say.
Okay.
Well, I think we know what we're going to do. Yeah. No, I can do it. Whatever it is you're going to throw at me.
I don't think it's what you think it is, but it's still something really hard.
Okay.
Well, I guess maybe I don't know. I guess it depends. What I think could be hard for you, but it may not be hard for you anymore.
Throw it at me. I'm here for it. I'm here for a challenge.
You want me to say what it is?
Yeah.
Social media.
No. No, see, that would be really hard. I didn't know where you're going, so I did the cut motion, but
I know. That was so funny.
I couldn't do it just because, like, I don't know.
Why?
I mean, I guess I could if I really put my mind into it, I could do it, but
I've done it for a couple weeks
I
sometimes.
like to post and have
I know,
fun.
that's true.
Like, it's just fun. Like, I'm not, like, addicted to it in the sense where I need to give it up and get a cleanse, but, like...
Sometimes it is. You realize how much less you use your phone.
Yeah, that's probably...
Even just a week.
Yeah.
Like, take a week and see what happens.
I don't know. I see. I'll challenge myself. I got
Challenge
some
yourself
stuff in
to
mind.
a week.
Yeah, I got some stuff in mind.
We could talk
that I
about
can do.
whatever you were actually thinking after.
Yeah.
I'm giving up chocolate milk.
Really?
No.
Do you even drink chocolate milk?
No, I don't drink milk like ever. Because I dairy, man.
Yeah, true. I don't know what I'm going to... I'll figure it out. I got some stuff in mind, but...
You heard about the show The Chosen?
It sounds familiar. Describe it to me.
It's about like the story of Jesus. It's been really popular.
Yes.
It's
Yes. I saw a TikTok about it.
I've been watching
TikTok.
it. Pish posh.
saw a pitch post about it. Yeah, TikTok about it. Yes. Have you watched it?
Yeah, I just finished the first season last night.
Oh, where is it on?
There's a thing called Angel Studios. They also have a Chosen app. Like it's
See, that's why I thought you said it's on the app. You have to download the app.
Yeah, there's
to
like a
watch
Chosen
it.
app. You can watch
okay.
it. Yeah, it's for free. You can just
Oh, cool.
download the app for free. Really good.
Is it good?
I recommend it.
Is it like the story of Jesus? Is it?
Yeah, it's
is it
kind of
like shoot, what is the movie? The really popular movie.
The Passion.
Yes. Is it
It's
like
The Passion's way gruesome.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is it like a watered down? Is it that storyline?
It's spoken more truthfully, but it's also more done in a fun way. Like in where like Jesus is like, yo, these are my brothers, like and like they're kind of like just like making jokes about each other.
Yeah.
Like they were doing like the one part where like they were at like a wedding and Jesus was like, this guy's got 2 left feet over here, and they start clowning him. And they all start dancing like they just start like clowning each other. It's more like it's not just like so serious.
I guess it's to make faith more relatable and fun.
Yeah, exactly. How like Jesus was a real person too.
Yeah.
Like not like obviously he was without sin, but like that he was a real person too.
Yes.
And like he was walking with everybody else, just doing his thing. Like, but like he still had a good time. Like he still.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I highly recommend it. There's only 3 seasons so far because they are funded by the fans.
Ah.
Yeah, but they actually turned it recently, I guess. It became so popular recently, so like they turned it into like a foundation, so like you can donate to the foundation and all the money goes to putting on the show.
Oh, cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
yeah, I might have to give it a peep.
I highly recommend. The first first episode might take you for a whirlwind.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like
interesting.
Because there's like technically it's not like too intense, but like there's kind of like a part where like one of the Pharisees is trying to get like demons out of a woman. It's not like as intense, but it just like it threw me off because like the way it's like because it's like that was the first episode.
Yeah, I mean exorcism in general is scary.
but but he's not introduced yet in the first episode.
Okay,
so in a sense,
I like it.
So as not too much of a spoiler, but like
speaking of a TV show, I started The Last of Us. I only watched the first episode.
Talked about that.
What a show! What a show! The intensity of it is like the stakes. This is what I really like about TV shows when they have really high stakes that are like realistic or like the intensity. This is one of the first times that I've watched because I always stay away from like stuff that makes me like scared. Like scary stuff. Yeah. Yes. But I started watching it, and I chose to embrace it and just like go with it. This is the first time where I like watched the show, and it gave me like pits in my stomach, and like, but I actually enjoyed it. Like I had like,
oh my gosh,
I had like real anxiety because like they explain it. I'm sure you've heard it that like it's a fungus that's spreading, but this fungus is real. It's not like none of this is like made up stuff. Like obviously it's fictitious, but the fungus is real. The circumstance of which it like takes over humans obviously has been like blown out of proportion because they said that like this fungus can't take over any organism that has a body temperature of over 94 degrees. So it couldn't take over humans because our body temperature is obviously higher. But they said, like scientifically speaking, if the temperature of the planet were to rise, so they were hinting like if global warming is like real, then they would start finding hosts that it could live in, aka humans. And this fungus like takes over brains. So like there was incident of like an ant colony being taken over by this fungus, and it's like mind control. So they like take over the body of the ants, and like it spread throughout the entire colony. So like so and it was in 2003. That's when the show starts. Then it jumps forward to 20 years later. So it's 2023 when all this starts happening. So it's like. It's almost as if you're like thinking like, oh my God, could this like actually happen? It's like, it's scary when it's like a viable thing that could happen or like a plausible event of a downfall of humanity versus like all the other portrayals of downfall of humanity were like kind of unrealistic where it's like zombies out of nowhere or aliens or whatever, you know what I mean? Like this is like a legitimate plausible plague that takes over and you're like, holy smokes. Like it's crazy. Highly recommend it. I've only watched the first episode. If you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. It's insane. I will keep watching it, and I will keep updating because it's got me hooked.
That's interesting. You talk about the 20-year difference because that actually connects to one of my thoughts from before. I think we talked about this a while ago, but I think it was more fashion oriented. How do you think? Do you think it's crazy that why is it that we were born in this period of time? Like when you could have been born in any other period of time.
I always think about that too. I'm like, I try to imagine what it was like to have been born in like medieval times, even like early 1900s, mid 1900s, like why we were born this.
And that's such a jump. Like you think like 100 years ago, but like so much happens like in 100 years.
Yeah, we were just talking about it. Like people's grandparents that are like 100 years old, they've lived through all those wars, both world wars, Vietnam, Korea,
Two plagues.
like it's crazy. So like I said, I think I said it in the last episode, I think, or 2 episodes ago, whatever it was. I was like, what's going to happen 100 years from us from now? Like, what are we going to experience in our 100-year period if we live that long? Or
We'll be in
70,
space.
80-year period. We could be. You never know.
crazy.
Because like technology advances that far too. Look at the technology that our grandparents had versus they still have now. Like my grandma's on her iPad coloring.
Yeah, and
versus what she had. That she didn't even have like a.
she probably didn't even have crayons.
No, like they didn't have it. Well, we don't know. I mean,
you don't know. Yeah, they
Yeah.
could have had pencils, but like
Yeah.
you
You
don't
don't
have-
know what they were doing with then. Like that's crazy.
Like, it goes from, oh, we only have, wow, a radio. Wow, TVs.
Even the automobile. Now we got like airplanes or like commercial airlines. Like were they flying commercial airline back then? I don't even know. That sounds really stupid to me.
Commercial airlines. Well, think about when did the Wright brothers take off, right?
Here you go. Or like
Well,
even-
because they had planes, they had fighter planes.
well, that's true. But I'm saying like a big commercial airline system.
That's a good point because
like people weren't
it's-
flying Delta in 1930.
a connection, which is a weird connection, but because during that time, like during the World War, I'm referencing Indiana Jones in this statement.
Ah.
But like when they were trying to, him and his father, when he found his father and they were escaping the Nazis, they went on a Zeppelin
Ah.
when they were like moving from like country
Yeah.
to country. I don't know if that was a European thing, but
Maybe.
like
don't know.
first like actual like cross Atlantic like
It's crazy.
because
to
that's
think
why the
about.
Titanic was when it was.
Yeah, and
it
that's
was
why it was
because
such a
you
huge
could only
thing.
go by boat, not
Right.
a plane. Because you can only go so far with planes.
Yeah, think about like travel too. They were like, oh, it's gonna be like a month journey or like a few weeks journey to get across, and it's like I can get there in a couple hours now. Like even like the cars, like I'm gonna reference Peaky Blinders, like when they have their cars, and like the advancement, even the show, like they had like the classic. It was almost like a Model T.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
Oldsmobile.
Yeah, and then like later in the show, he pulls up in like the Rolls Royce or whatever, but it's still like that really old car, and it's like now look at the stuff we have now.
Now it's
In,
all,
like,
all
an
the
80-year period.
digital screens, electric.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Times change, man.
It is.
The first telephone.
Yeah. My
So-
parents were talking about how they had the bag phone.
Oh, yeah.
Or like I remember when we had house phones. Now no one has a house. Has a house
no
phone.
one had.
No one has
I
a
mean,
landline anymore.
Actually, we do.
Do you? Do you
I don't
still
know
have yours?
why.
It's
We do
crazy.
have a house phone.
It's crazy, but I
That's
remember
probably so you don't have as many annoying calls on your cell
Oh,
phone.
for sure.
That's
you
why
can
we
just
have
direct them all to that one.
Yeah.
And just never answer.
Exactly.
But yeah, I remember when we had one in St. Clair and Chesterfield. And that's how I would call on my friends to hang out. I have to call their house, and their parent would pick up, and I'd
Yeah.
be like, "Hey, can I talk to so and so?"
I know. I just started knowing my friends' phone numbers better than my own.
Literally.
I knew my cousins better than my own for the longest
Yeah,
time.
literally. But yeah, it is kind of crazy to think about how we were born in this time period as opposed to any other.
You could have been born in the Ice Age. You could have been born in the Middle Ages.
See, that's what I'm thinking about. Like the
Could have born when we were still over in Europe before we
Yeah.
came over here.
That's what I'm thinking about. Like the idea of not reincarnation, but like people have past lives they talk about where like I could have been someone that lived back then, and then like my consciousness or my soul or whatever like
Like the thought of that.
it came
And
back
people
to me
discuss
now.
that.
So, yeah, it's kind of fascinating to think about.
You've lived so many lives.
Yeah, and I'm not really
Asbula's
sure
lived
how
so
much
many
I
lives.
believe in that, but it's still cool. It's so cool to think about how you could have been like multiple people in this time span.
Even BC times.
Yeah, or even like you could have at one point been an organism. Like I could have been a dinosaur.
I would
Maybe I
go
was a
that
velociraptor
far.
in my past life, and that's why I'm fast now.
I definitely
'Cause
would
I
have
have
been
velociraptor gene.
I don't know what I would have been. I feel like I would have been like the guys who look like they look like rhinos,
Yeah.
but they had kind of more like a shield. Like,
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
that was the original Visor gang.
Pretty funny, actually. Yeah,
Original Visors.
it could have been
All
a
the
dinosaur,
vegans,
dude.
plant eaters, the long necks.
Yeah, yeah. All the present day vegans were herbivores back then. They were the
Oh.
long necks.
Everyone who's mad was a T-Rex.
Yeah.
If you mad, you a T-Rex.
Yes.
Oh, Velociraptor. Well, they used to have the like alligators used to be massive.
Yeah. Scary. I mean, they're still scary.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but
People don't like reptiles,
I
man.
know. You know, I think I said this when I went to Florida last summer. I didn't even see a single gator, not one.
I think my parents only ever seen one when they were there.
Really?
Yeah, it was when they were on their honeymoon and they were at a beach and they saw it and he's like, "Oh, we got to start running zigzag."
That's crazy. But yeah, I saw so many lizards. All the iguanas down there are cool. Saw some cool birds. Didn't see a single alligator or do they have crocodile? No, crocodile's saltwater, right?
Well, the ocean's saltwater.
Well, this is true. I don't know if I'm talking about like, because I think
There are
Africa has crocodiles.
There are crocodiles though, I think in the Everglades, but I could be wrong. It could be
I
alligators.
feel like we have alligators. I don't know if we have crocodiles. This could be
I think
stupid.
you're right. I think you're right though.
I think Africa has crocodiles. Or
What if
South America.
Crocs.
Amazonian crocs.
Crocs.
Crocs. Interesting. Huh.
I don't know. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like you could have lived in the 17 or 1800s when we came over here, or you could have still been in Europe.
Yeah.
You could have been born during the Middle Ages. You could have been born during.
Can you imagine living in those time periods?
I would not want to live in the Middle Ages.
No. Or like medieval.
Yeah,
even.
medieval times. I think that'd be the worst period, honestly, to live.
I would have to agree.
Like,
yeah, let's think about it.
Yeah,
what time period? Okay, we're gonna not go with BC and living in dinosaurs because that doesn't even count because that's just like insanity.
Ignore that.
You know what I mean? But like, let's choose a viable. Which one you would prefer to live in? Not in our time period. Let's go with like different time periods, and then we'll see.
What should I do?
Ooh.
Oops, I didn't want to do that.
I guess there's like 4 main periods of time. Okay.
List of time periods.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go to images.
Yeah, maybe they have like a timeline. Because I don't want anything prehistoric. Because that just doesn't make sense to me.
No, that doesn't make sense.
And I would never choose to live in a time with dinosaurs. Okay.
I'm trying to think though, because I'm like, what's actually during that time?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like.
Nope.
No, that's all.
Oh, that
So like,
doesn't mean-
yeah, living in like ancient Roman times wouldn't be horrible, as opposed to living in like medieval.
Oh
or like,
yeah,
yeah, like you said, like middle. What did you say?
the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Or like the Dark Ages.
Yeah, so like, I'm thinking of it like Game of Thrones era type medieval. You know what I mean? Like castles and warriors and stuff versus like a Roman Empire type era.
Also think about where if you weren't born here, what if you were in like what if you were born during like an imperial dynasty? If you were in like China or something,
okay,
like
yeah,
if you
yeah.
weren't actually born like you
Yeah,
could have
not
been
even-
born in Asia. You could have been
Yeah.
could have been born anywhere.
You know what's crazy to think about too is like, we don't know. Well, I guess it's wrong to say we don't know. There's not much that I've learned about where like, you know, the Roman period was going on or like Roman, we'll just say like Roman era was going on
Yeah.
in Europe. What was happening in like Asia at that time period? Like, were they still like, quote, uncivilized? Or, I mean, China was still big.
That's a good point.
But like, what major was happening in Asia? What major was happening in Africa, South America?
How much were they connected
in those time periods?
Was there Roman Empire rule?
Yeah, it's just because Roman Empire was so big that they like took up that chunk of history. But what was happening in the other parts?
Because
Because
they took more parts of Africa than
Yeah.
they did like expanding into Asia.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting to me. But I feel like it would be easier for them to get to Africa than to get all the way across to where they wanted to go for Asia.
That's true.
Like, it would be way easier for them to get to Egypt than to China.
9 historical ages.
Oh.
I'm gonna say
Medieval era is so cool
events of historical
to me.
ages.
Significance. Yeah, so like, we don't want Stone Age or anything like that. We
Eras in
want, like,
history.
when things were semi-civilized.
So
Like, I'm trying to think of as far back as I can. Like, Europe medieval is about as far back as I can think of.
historical timeline of the world AD.
There you go. This might be it, but
Mitch Finchers.
Wh-
There's like the first year.
Oh, so this is really early, like with Jesus.
Christianity is established.
Yeah.
33 A.D.
Yeah.
I always thought.
He was 33 when he died.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what the significance of that age is, or if it's just like it just
Well, he
happened.
was in his 30s, early
Right.
30s.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Why 30?
yeah.
Why
I was
not
thinking- 'cause,
50?
Like, if we're thinking in terms of like God and His plan and everything, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why 33? I wonder if there's any significance to that age
3.
or number.
Lucky number 3.
Is it 3? I always feel like the global lucky number is 7.
I think the biblical lucky number is 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Then that makes sense then.
Yeah. So you got the burn down of Rome. Let's keep going.
The Roman
Where do we
Empire.
jump to? Oh, Muhammad.
There we go.
Muhammad in the 600s.
He lived a long life, by the way.
Yeah. All right, now we get into the 900s.
Gunpowder is used in the first weapons
The
in China.
medieval warming
Here we
period.
go.
Temperatures rise in Europe and the climate is ideal for farming. The
Oh,
Vikings settle.
This is why. See, Viking period is crazy.
Oh gosh, that'd be like medieval, like kind of
Yeah.
like
It's
medieval,
like
but
almost the beginning of medieval. Almost.
Yeah,
Like,
I
kind
guess
of. I guess
so.
you could say like the
Vikings start routinely raiding Ireland.
yeah, bro. These like okay,
There's already the Bank of England in the 775
yeah. So like I started watching that show Vikings a little bit.
with Henry Cavill. Oh, that's a different show, I
That's a
think.
different one, yeah.
Oh, he's the Witcher.
There you go. But I started watching Vikings. It's crazy because like they land in England, but they're all the Saxons. That's what they call them because they're
The Anglo-Saxons.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what's weird is like
Whoa.
they speak Norse, and then like I guess Anglo-Saxon had its own language that like wasn't actually like English. So like Welsh people they speak Welsh, and like I think Irish also has a language if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if England too, unless they were speaking Latin.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So like that's their language, Latin. So like I wonder where English came in
Interesting.
because like they couldn't. I don't. It was.
Because it
just,
would have to come into the London, like the United Kingdom
right
or
it would-
England
it
at the
would've been
time.
from them.
Great Britain at
So
the
like
time.
is English like a derivative of Latin? I feel like it.
Probably. Because the closest thing.
Yeah.
Look at this. Chinese issue the first paper money
Wow.
in 1024.
A first movable type printing system.
The first crusade.
Yeah. See.
The crusades were nuts.
Yeah.
They were literally killing
Holy
people
Wars
for
is
God.
Insane.
And it's like,
It's so crazy how,
But it's-
there was a war for religions that are all based on peace. At their root, at least.
it was like, it was people believing. I feel like, I can't state like truthfully, but it felt like it was. I feel like the Crusades were more people acting on what they thought God wanted, in
Yeah.
the sense of like, but like the people of like, like in the like, when you go to the Old Testament before Jesus and all that time, like people were just killing everybody.
It was all. I think it's all based on like sacrifice. Like ancient Romans or ancient Greek, they made sacrifices to their gods. So like these people adopted a sense of, I guess you want to say, quote, radicalism for Christianity or for whatever the holy wars were being fought over. So these were all, I guess, radicalist Christians or radicalist whatever religions were fighting, and that was a group of people. So I feel like that's why a lot of people have negative connotations against religion.
Yeah, because
they're
it's
all
supposed
like,
to
oh,
be
it's
of
rooted in
peace.
violence.
Yeah,
but
it's not.
one bad apple doesn't spoil the whole bunch in a sense that all these radical people were doing this when the main vein of religion, like, Jesus and his followers were all peace.
Tahitians sailed to Hawaii. Ooh.
Hawaii is...
The Mayan culture revives after its collapse in 900 AD. The Mayans. Oh, dude, living during the Aztec era? No,
Dude,
thank you.
There's some savage parts of history, for real.
The Magna Carta?
The Summa Cum Laude.
The Mongols?
Mongol period is crazy.
They be killing everything.
Didn't the Mongols defeat the Romans? Isn't that what the Roman Empire collapsed under, the Mongols?
I don't
or
remember.
Am I wrong?
You may be right. I'm not sure, but the Mongolians led by, what's his name?
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, Genghis Khan. That man was relentless. That man...
Isn't it insane? Who is is it Genghis Khan that like a lot of people in the world share their DNA with, or was it a Viking?
I think it's
Is it
supposedly Genghis Khan.
That a lot of like a huge percent of the world's population share lineage to.
Well, he just went and killed and pillaged everybody and everything.
It's scary, dude. It's
I looked at him as one of the most, but they also said he was, well, obviously due to pillaging as a part, but they said he was one of the most wealthiest people, of all time
Yeah, if you like want to
in the history of the world.
do that,
There was one
the
guy.
maths of inflation.
Yeah, there was one guy. I forget where he was, but he was like top.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He
I
was the
mean, all the
wealthiest
treasure in the
ever.
world. If you're that big of a conqueror,
1346 bubonic plague in China starts.
bruh, the bubonic plague.
The poop. The Roman Empire finally falls at Constantinople, falls to the forces of Mohammed II. Mohammed II uses European artillery mercenaries to destroy the walls.
Yeah, this is all crazy. I would not want to live. See, like reading about all of this, it's like it's really cool. But then I think to myself, I'm glad I live in this era.
Yeah,
because living in amongst all of this is too much.
that's crazy.
It's just too much.
Now
Like
in the
our daily events
1500s,
are like
dude.
our daily events are like political, or, political. Their daily events are like, oh, we got ransacked today, or like the village next door just got burnt to a crisp. Like that ain't happening.
Yo, look at this. McGregor.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, the English
Oh,
settled
and
in
then- yeah, here we
Jamestown,
go. Yep.
1600. That was another thing too. Imagine trying to come over here on the boat. On a boat like that.
No chance. I
Like-
get so seasick already.
A lot
Yeah,
of
but then
them-
it took like months to get over.
Yeah. Imagine being on a boat for 3 or 4 months just to get here.
There's
And
not a
if you
chance.
make it,
There's not a chance.
Isaac Newton.
See, this is so crazy.
I don't know. I think we're living arguably in the best times.
A lot of people now would say that our era is trash. But like
It is and it isn't.
in the grand scheme of things, did you really want to be living in all this? Not
Yeah.
really. Not really.
In certain areas, it's bad, but
It's so bad.
yeah, I don't know when I'd want to live. Well, now definitely, but I truly think medieval
Would be the worst.
would be the worst.
Or like the Dark Ages and all
Yeah,
that.
the Dark Ages.
Absolutely. Because
Or
that was
any-
just all violence. Like people, it was so uncivilized for being civilized, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. From
Like
the beginning
you
of
just
time.
live and die by other people. Like there was nothing.
Napoleon Bonaparte outlawed slavery.
Conquers Malta and outlaws slavery in Malta.
You know where Malta is?
Yeah, Europe somewhere.
It's off the coast of Italy.
Yeah. Napoleon.
That our friend Anthony that we see at the gym.
Yeah.
His mom's family's from there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's super cool. Trafalgar D. Law?
1808.
Dude, like the pirate era is cool too.
Oh yeah,
Like Blackbeard.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah. That's super cool.
Then we get into the 1800s.
Oh my god, this is just nuts.
This was a dark time.
This is a dark
too.
time for our country right here.
Yeah, in the 1800s when
Yeah, this is not good.
when they were supposedly building up the the United States.
Yeah. This is a dark time. Jon Snow? Dr. Jon Snow? He came back.
Soho.
He came back from the wall.
He did.
Hey, you don't know anything about that.
The Taiping Rebellion. 20 to 30 million people will die. The most costly civil war in human history.
Which one? U.S. Civil War?
1850 right here. The Taiping Rebellion in China gained
Oh,
steam.
the whole Chinese-Japan, like, conflict is, and even Korea.
Yeah, because what? The Japanese enslaved Korea for years.
The Japanese now, I mean, I don't really know too much, but they seem to be very peaceful and very, like, progressive in terms of, like, technology and everything. And
just
like,
more of
what-
a respectful intelligence.
Yes,
than
but like,
years
and they're very
ago.
advanced people now. But like back then, like they, what is it? The Nanking whole incident, and then like Korea and like China. That the Asian feuds are not
Crazy. The Battle of
Battle of
Tsushima.
Tsushima. Dude, I just looked up
Albert
This was
Einstein.
very like stupid of me, but I looked up to see if Tsushima was a real place, and it actually was. Like, there's in the game Ghost of Tsushima. There's like the islands of Tsushima, and then there's like the Iki Islands is like the expansion pack of the game. So I looked it up. It's like off the coast of Korea, so it's like an actual place. It's pretty cool.
Off the coast of Korea.
Henry Ford.
Entire Highland Park car factory switches to continuously moving assembly line. The assembly line.
Oh, there we go. That's where
There it all begins.
That's where Big Chungus was at the assassination of
R2.
R2 Frankfurt. That's where Big Chungus comes in, 1914.
The First World War.
Starting the war to end all wars.
Cap.
Not by a long shot. Isn't it crazy though? Let's like real quick before we like move on.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that like this World War I happened 1914 and those people are like, wow, like the war to end all wars, you know what I mean? Like crazy. And then literally like 20, 30 years later,
The worst
an
war.
even bigger one happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's imagine living then and be like, oh, like thank God we got over that after it was over. But then 20 years later, it happens 10 times worse. Isn't that just scary? You're like, can I just breathe?
And then what happened? Oh yeah, but in between, the plague happens in between the world wars, right? Because
Does it?
1919, or I think the plague was in 1919.
For Europe?
Whatever.
Well, because we had the roaring 20s. So we were chilling.
Oh yeah, the Spanish flu. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, so it was over there. Over here, we were chilling with the roaring 20s and The Great Gatsby.
Which is also free on YouTube now to watch.
Fantastic movie. What an era. That would be a cool era to live in, the roaring 20s here.
Yeah, but then if you're trying to, you see, if you were born in 1900, you don't. If you wanted to, like our age,
Yeah.
we'd be born in 1900. So that means when we were teens.
Yeah.
We were starting high school. World War I was happening.
Yeah, I don't want to.
And then what happens when we're thinking, oh, we got a nice family in the 40s. We might be sent over to.
And then next thing I know, I'm in Normandy.
Exactly. Look at that. When you're 40, and then you maybe come back, maybe not.
That's terrible.
But then by the end of the hippie revolution, you're dead.
The hippie revolution.
My mom and my sister went to see a movie like
Peace
that
and
today.
love.
It's called
Really?
Jesus Revolution.
Ah.
The star of the film is the same guy who plays Jesus in The Chosen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But it's about like that era, the 70s, where they're like, we're just some lost souls, man, trying to find a way. Because about like all the hippies, but he like spoke into them and they found them. But
Nice little history lesson today.
yeah, there's so many different ways to go about it. But yeah,
The history of the world is super fascinating.
there's so much that
That's-
we know and we don't know.
That's the thing. Like all these significant events you want to say.
It's the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
It's a very big tip of the iceberg, but
It is. Yeah. But it's still nothing.
chaos. All right.
Like I said, there was a lot of periods that weren't documented or accounted for.
While we get into this, after a long time coming, we're gonna hop into our memes of the week. Finally,
Nice little transition.
That was quite a conversation we've already had. I wasn't expecting to talk that much today.
Same.
I feel like we talk way less these days.
Yeah, maybe we just need Nick to not be here permanently.
He won't watch this part.
This is where Nick clicks the X in his browser and logs off.
All right, we got some memes for you this week. I can go first since
Yeah,
you're always
go
a
ahead.
heavy hitter.
Good.
All right, we got this juicy one for me this week. When your mom says you can't have any more garlic bread, why though?
Bro, the day my mom cuts me off of garlic bread, she'd be the one to be like, have more. Yeah, this is sad.
You'd cut yourself off.
Look at him. Who is that?
He is an icon to society. Why though? I could just picture his voice being like, why
Yeah,
though?
definitely.
Very high pitched
Yeah,
and like
a
soft.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yes.
Yeah.
No disrespect, brother.
No disrespect, brother. Whoever that
Doughboys
is.
cash out with that bread, that garlic bread.
God, I love some garlic bread.
I'm having some later.
Good for you, dude.
I know.
Seriously, good for you.
That'll be my first meal of the day.
Really?
I haven't
Bro.
eaten today.
You need to take care of yourself.
I get right into this and I don't eat breakfast. So what do you
That's
expect?
crazy. You need to eat breakfast.
Famous Angelo. I know I need to start to. I got some protein ideas I'm gonna get into. I gotta eat way more protein.
Why are my images always so small? But it's gonna be all it's gonna be all blurry then. What happened?
Let's see if I can reduce it. Can I even zoom in this?
Wow, what a buzzkill!
Because
So-
their pixels are too big.
What a buzzkill!
What does this say?
Okay, so here I can show it on. I'll put it up to the camera. Where did it go? So basically, you know that meme where it was like, it was the moon or whatever. And it's like that's the moon or whatever, and it's like, or it,
It's so hard to explain. when
it's such an old meme. That's why it's hard to explain because he's like something, and he's like it always has been. This one is like, it's a big pizza, and this guy's like, that's amore, and he goes, it always has been. It's such an old meme, but I found
You
it.
can go show the camera.
If I can find the meme, dude, dang. But yeah.
How? You sent it to me.
Oh, duh. That was stupid of me. I was looking through my whole thing.
I'm like, where do you mean you can't find it? You just sent it to me.
This is it. You can't probably, yeah. It says, that's amore. It always has been. It's more funny when you like have context of the previous memes that have started
That's amore.
it. So maybe I missed, but I think it's funny.
It's only unfortunate that we can't see it. I think that's the situation.
Yeah, it is.
Well, to knock out the rest of this episode, we got a little, I guess, challenge that was brought by Angelo.
Far shown this week to a Who's That Pokemon challenge. I'm letting him off the hook and only doing Gen 1. But he's gonna try to see as many as he can get. How many do you want to do? How much are we on a time crunch here?
Still got like 12.
Cool. We'll do as many as you can. But yeah, I'm letting him off the hook, only doing first generation of Pokemon, the original 151. Maybe I'll dabble and see how many I can get in all the generations, but go ahead.
This one's easy. Birdman.
We'll start. Birdman.
Waka. I have no idea.
You don't know?
No. I don't even know what this looks like. Like I can't even picture it. Like some I know like the picture of them and I can't even picture
He's the I'll give you a hint. It's the evolved form of Psyduck. If you can picture Psyduck.
duck.
This is Golduck. For everyone wondering, this is Golduck.
I think I've seen him
Cool
before.
Pokemon.
Oh my gosh, I know this one. I don't know the name, but I know what it looks like. It's the three like headed birds.
You're 0 for 1.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Birdo.
Birdo. Wow. This is. Do you give up?
Yeah.
This is Dodrio.
Huh.
Dodrio.
Yo, that guy got that. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the thing on his back. It looks like a flower.
Oh, I know who you're thinking of. Go on.
Oh, it's not him.
Well, go on. Take your guess.
Nose.
Norf?
Nose.
Nosferatu. Well, you were kind of close. This is Nidoran. N-I-D. No, N-I-D.
An ID.
O-R-A-N.
Oh, it's a mouse.
That is the female. That evolves into Nidoqueen.
The mouse Kazoo.
Easy one. Charizard. Okay, you're
Charizard.
1 for 4.
Big brains. This one's a fish.
Yep. Fish.
Sorry. Fish.
Fish.
I don't know this one.
Goldeen.
That makes sense.
E-E-N.
Goldeen.
1 for 5. Yeah. That's Goldeen. Wait, no. No, it's not. It's Goldeen evolves into this. It's oh my god, what's his name?
Golda.
No.
Big Bird.
Wow, I just forgot
Big
his
Nine.
name. I know exactly who it is though. What'd you say?
I typed in Big Bird, but the I was a 9. Big 9.
No, it's Goldeen's evolved form. Goldeen evolution. Sea King. Yeah, no space in between it. what
My
Goldini Evolved is
horn
seeking.
can pierce the sky.
Okay.
Now this is the Flower Boy, but it's his older version.
This is him when he grows up.
When he was a Big Poppy.
Yeah, this is
This Big Poppy Flower Boy.
Big Poppy Flower Boy.
I don't know.
Starts with a V. Viagra. He certainly did grow. Venusaur.
Venusaur.
Venusaur, I think. Venusaur? 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 Venus? How do I spell Venusaur? Oh, it's VENU. Saur. SAUR. Yeah. The
Green Goblin. Ooh. Papa Smurf.
Yes, good guess.
I don't got this one.
This one is. Yep. Okay, I know. This one is Weepin' Bell. IN. Yep. Bell. He looks like a banana.
Would you like to start your timer?
Yes.
And go?
Yeah.
All right, and just turn it over now.
Okay.
Do you want me to like jump to a different gen?
You can do as many gens as you want. I'll try my hand. Let's just. Oh, this is
I'm
hard.
kidding.
This is going to be really hard.
I'll go to. You want me to do 4?
Yeah, do up to 4.
Okay. So you have to
That's-
guess this one
Okay,
first.
that's Rhyhorn. RHY. Or RYH? RHY? Horn. Yeah, there you go. Rhyhorn.
Rhino.
Okay. Eevee.
I,
Easy Eevee. I love Eevee.
am I spelling it wrong?
EEVEE.
Oh,
Eevee.
what a cutie.
My favorite evolution is Sylveon. That is Gulpin. Sussy boy Gulpin.
He do be
That's either Latios or Latias. There's 2 forms, and they look the same. They're just different colors. Yes.
You
The
said
red one is
Latios
Latias.
first,
Yeah,
so-
Latios. That is Onyx.
Big Rock Man.
Big rock boy. Rock snake.
What?
That's how you spell it. IX. Oh,
Lame. Y's better.
I agree. That is,
Beyonce.
oh my God, yeah.
Halo.
Yeah, that is Beyonce. Way to go, Bing Bong. That's, oh my God, what's his name? It's not Ninjask. It's the one where his ability has Wonder Guard, where he literally has 1 HP and he can only die if he gets hit by a super effective move.
I love when he looks at me because I'm like, I don't know.
Oh my God, I forgot his name. Fudge! I forgot his name. I know what this Pokemon is, though. You're going to have to, I don't know, because I forgot his name, but I'm going to know it as soon as I see it. I don't know.
It doesn't let you go.
You can hit, I don't know.
Oh.
Shedinja. Oh my God, I was close with Ninjask. There, that's Hoot Hoot. I think it's Hoot Hoot. Yeah. He looks like a popsicle. He looks like a drumstick. Rayquaza. Big dog. Good spelling.
Wow. I can't believe I got
Well
that.
done.
I was a spelling bee champ, not really, but
That is Roserade. ADE. Electrike.
oh.
Right? Isn't it Electrike or is it? No. It's not Electrike. Electrike is its pre-ev. This is its evolved form, and it's something with an M. Manectric? Michael Jackson. That is Michael Jackson. I think
In
it's
the flesh.
Manectric or something like that. Just hit, I don't know, so we can go through. Oh, I was right.
I just couldn't spell it.
Pachirisu.
You know what? I don't even need to type it in. I'm just gonna say I don't know.
Yeah,
So
go-
if you're
yeah,
right,
go ahead.
right?
Pachirisu.
Yeah. See if you can guess it. That makes
Yeah,
it
I
easier.
like that. This is Stunky.
Bro, look like
Yeah,
Garfield.
he's stanky, bro. That's a stanky Garfield. Oh, Cascoon.
It's the bombs from Finding Nemo.
Yes.
Look like a shark.
Silcoon. Oh yeah, there's Cascoon and Silcoon. It depends on which one. Loudred is his evolved form.
I love how you know this.
Yeah. Something like whisper. It's something with like a. It sounds like whispering.
You
Or
are the
whisper.
wind
Yeah.
beneath my wings.
Yeah, go ahead. Whismer, because then he's Loudred. Paris. This mother. So annoying. That's Arbok.
Waka.
Backwards is Cobra, just like Ekans. Backwards is Snake. Clever.
Big brains.
That's Poliwrath.
Is he the one with the mystical force on his chest? Yep.
Yeah.
The swirl.
That's Rapidash.
This looks like a lag. Oh.
This is too easy, bruh. This is Zigzagoon.
We'll give you 5 more after this one.
Cool. Grovyle.
That's 1. Can you go 5 for 5 to close it out? That's 1 for 1.
Zatu.
He's cool.
He is cool.
2 for 2.
He's pretty sweet. Prinplup.
3 for 3.
Garchomp.
Oh, 4 for 4. Can he
Garchomp
close
is
it out?
sick, dude.
Can he close it out with the last one?
Magmortar.
And he gets it.
I'm a Pokemon master. That's Pineco. In fairness, I'm only doing 4 gens.
That's fair.
Seal. Or Spheal.
Hamster Spiel.
Hamster Spheal. Snorunt.
It
But
just keeps going.
yeah, through Gen 9 would be hard because 5 through 8, I don't really know too much about.
That's fair.
Vulpix.
Beautiful. Beautiful day. Beautiful chat.
I feel like Ash Ketchum right now. Yes, great chat today.
Good
actually.
app.
Good app.
Me and Ange continue to bring the content.
We
this
bring the
week.
intellectual chat today.
Yeah, that was a good one today. We talked about everything.
My brain felt stimulated.
Let us know what age you would want to live in or not live in because Ange demands comments. Or share us your favorite Pokemon for Ange's delight.
Yes. Send us your favorite Pokemon. Please. I want to play this game. Send me the link for this website.
Yeah, I will.
I want to play.
I just looked up. I'll say it after. I literally typed in who's that Pokemon. It was the first website.
Oh, cool.
Well, thank you guys for watching, listening. Another week. It may be 2 this week, but we hope for a bigger turnout next week.
Yeah, full house next week, hopefully.
Full house, baby. As always, you can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at WhiteLilyPod, all lowercase, no space, all facts. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Hit that comment button. Comment everything you want to say. Love chess. Love Pokemon. Love the era we're in.
Yeah. Well, appreciative of the era we're in right now.
Yes. Be thankful. Live it. Love it. It was a good week, but we will be with you again next week here on the Wet Lily Podcast, y'all. See you next time. Peace.
Peace.